Yo, it's Thesis. This is the reformatted Major Keys. I got my co-hosts.
SLEEZE, you had to be there. War Report. Good.
Custom made MENACE, URLTV, War Report shit. We back.
And we got some familiar faces to us. We got our two guests. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Yo, it's Terra the Mayor, man. What the fuck is up?
Talk shit.
What up?
Oh, you need more shit? Like,
what? It's like a 30th interview, man. They know who we are.
Let's talk about it. Major Keys.
Word. So what we do here is we go and ask people about their background in battle rap, you know, more informative, what they do, what they look for in talent, shit like that. So, you know, Terra, tell them about yourself a little bit.
all right, man. You know, I've been fucking with this battle shit for years, man. Like before I was even pulling up, I just used to watch it in the crib. But then I started pulling up, like, and I like around like 2012, 2013, like I was at everything, boy. Like niggas was, we in Jersey? Fucking we in Jersey. Queens, I live in the Bronx, man. I was going to Queens, Brooklyn. I was out in Long Island with E and J. Like I was everywhere, bro. Like, so like, you know what I mean? I fell in love with this shit, son. Like, and you know, listen, I've been scouting that long too. Like niggas don't know. Like they just gave it a label this year, but like I've been doing this shit that long. Like
in the trenches, dog. I hear that.
In the trenches, nigga. Like yo, listen, niggas don't know. We Go Hard used to be over at 4 in the morning type shit. Like, I live in the Bronx, nigga. We used to be leaving We Go Hard events at 3 in the morning on the train, nigga. Like,
how about you, Troy? What's up, man?
Whew. That's brutal. Man, I started out going to battles with Skull. Y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we good.
We good? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
huh? I don't know where that shit is. I think it might be in the store.
I started going to battles with Skull at the King of the Ring. That was basically my intro going into battles. Then graduated to going to smack events. Then shit just caught on from there. Around 2014, I was like, fuck it. I'm going to just start blogging, see what happens. I did a blog and all hell broke loose, man. Basically.
Now, quick, but to be clear, what was the first blog you did so that everybody knows for sure? Because I remember seeing this blog. Oh. This is before I knew you and all of that. Man.
We did that shit. I did that shit. It was about Angry Fan, about the Angry Fan radio show. Yeah. I think somebody heartless was crying, and I was mad about the Cassidy and Disaster battle, yo. Fuck this! I want my money back. They're gonna hear me.
2014.
I was tight over that.
Cassidy and
I think he meant Disaster and Cannabis.
Shit, fuck
Oh
that.
yeah. 13 pages of rhymes in this motherfucker.
30 pages of rhymes.
That was probably
Tom Cruise
right
mom shoes,
nigga. I forgot about that one.
Tom Cruise mom shoes. That's trash.
He was dead ass.
Yeah, he was bad. It was awful. It's definitely awful.
So Terra, what was the first event that you went to? And what do you think of it that made you keep going to events?
First event. All right, I'm gonna keep it a stack. The first event I tried to go to was I tried to go to that URL shit when Surf was supposed to battle Khan, and they canceled the shit.
Oh,
and they ended up battling
Armageddon?
somewhere else. Yeah, I was supposed to go to that. Like, yeah, but that shit got canceled. So like, but the first event that I actually pulled up to with my brother, it was when I think it was when Rock battled B Magic, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the first event. That shit was in SOBs and like downtown. But that shit was fire. Like you know, like I ain't gonna front. The shit that really made me start fucking with the shit heavy was that you could just like you right there with niggas. Like, you know, when you go to a regular concert, right? If I go see fucking Jay-Z in concert, like that nigga on stage, he walk off stage and it's over. Like I went to a battle event, right? Like after Rock and Magic finished battling, them niggas stepped off stage and was in the crowd with the niggas. Like, yo, what's up? Oh shit! Like, yo, this be Magic, man. I watched mad battles. This fire. Like, this nigga standing right next to me right now. Like,
that's
I
dope.
always say that too. That accessibility is what bring a lot of people to it, because like you could actually talk to the artist. Like you could tweet one of your favorite battle rappers, they're gonna respond because they not not in the clouds like famous people are.
And,
like they still.
And at the
right
time, like, you know what it was at the time, like nobody was on that level yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, most of them wasn't on that level yet where they felt like, you know, like, oh, I'm top tier and shit like that. Like, you know, niggas was still like just mad accessible. Like I was at when Tone Montana battled Latize. Right, I remember he choked in that third round or whatever.
Oh
right?
man,
that nigga, like, yo, when he walked off the stage though, me and my brother standing right there, that nigga walked off the stage and walked up to us like we was lifelong friends and shit, was giving us pounds and shit, like, damn, y'all, my fault, I fucked that shit up. Like, we just met him that day. Like, but that shit was fire to me. I was like, oh shit.
I'm saying, no, that's also bad because sometimes you realize that, like, these dudes ain't as cool as you thought they were, you know what I mean?
that
they always say that. Sometimes you don't want to meet your idols because they always disappoint.
But I could say that hasn't really been an experience for me. Like, I ain't really just run, like, if I was a fan of a nigga, like, I ain't really run into a nigga and I was like, damn, like, nigga's dickhead. Like, why was I ever a fan? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I ain't gonna front. A lot of people in battle rap is really, really cool, man. I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of the artists is really cool, man. That's one of the dopest parts about this shit.
What about you, Troy? What was your first event? I know I seen you in a couple of King of the Ring videos way back in the day, in like in like '93.
Oh. Relax, Doc.
Relax, Doc.
Nah. First live battle rap even I went to was King of the Ring. They had a joint in 2010 at Fordham University. You know what I mean? CJ had wild pictures of itself all over the fucking ring, yo. I mean, big pictures of Vay all over Fordham.
Yeah, babe.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, all right, cool, but I like the environment, and I kept going back. I was going to the boxing gym. Remember that? In the Bronx, Aaron Davis, I think, boxing gym. I went to a few of those joints, and after that, I think like maybe a few months later, I went to my first rap event, the Voodoo Lounge. You know what I mean? That shit was dope. Paid $20 to get in, yo.
Cause you was I seen you in
the
videos
good old
like,
days.
That venue where Soul Clan battled who'd he battle on? I think he was wearing the white suit in that
Fox,
Fox, yeah.
Yeah, that was my first match event, yo. You know what I mean? Definitely shout out to Chad.
Yo, you're breaking up a little bit, bro.
What this dude was doing.
Yeah, your shit breaking up, Brody.
Yeah, it's breaking up a bit.
Oh, okay, hear me now?
Yeah.
No, you still. Yeah, now I hear you.
Yeah. Nah, he definitely tried. The guy with the white trench coat on, we didn't know what he had on. Like, what the fuck is this dude? Is he naked under there? What is this guy doing, yo?
Niggas nervous.
Yeah, we was nervous, but I was addicted after that, dude. And like you said, it was accessible, yo. Smack he walked right up to me that night.
What do you think?
Coming up, Sean?
How you think it's different from then to now? Like, even not to now exactly, but to like right before the PGs ended. Like how the experience is different going to like small room events.
Well, like I said, it was $20 to get in, yo. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
That 20 was made.
Security wasn't crazy like that. Yeah, like I walked out a couple times. It was cool. It wasn't no top tiers really, yo. You know what I mean? It was no egos yet, yo. So everybody was just. I remember Calico and Goods was in the crowd snapping that night. And then nigga Goods kept telling Calico he had a jacket on. It was like a lumber jacket or some crazy shit like that.
That nigga Goods is funny, man.
Hilarious,
yeah,
bro.
So, yeah, I was addicted after that, yo.
Yo, so
that was 9 years ago.
Facts.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
You don't
Now,
realize
at the time, you knew you was gonna be a fan only, or you knew that you want to get involved in working in battle rap, like where you at now? Like when you started, then did you feel like one day you was gonna be part of it, or you just thought you was just gonna stay a fan?
Nah, I thought I was gonna be a fan. I ain't have no ambitions of being anything about it. I just go there and make fun of niggas, man. That's it. I ain't have no plans, yo.
Now let me look. Y'all gonna laugh, bro. The reason I got involved, bro, like I got involved, bro, because I hate standing on lines. You feel me? Like I went to bro. Listen, like now y'all laughing, right? Like listen. Me and my man, y'all might know my man Malice. He a silly nigga. He wild funny, but like he fuck with the battle rap shit for a while. So me and Malice, we pull up to Summer Madness 3, bro. That's where Sway was supposed to battle Daylight. I think Math hit the nigga Sirius that night or whatever. But yo, we pull up to that shit. The line was around the fucking corner, bro. So we looking. I was like, yo, bro, I'm not getting on this fucking line, right? So he's like, yo, how we gonna get in? I was like, nigga, like. We was dapping these niggas up the whole time. We was at SOBs and all these other shits. Like niggas gonna remember us. So
remember my face, nigga.
We pull up. We standing with some other battle niggas. They start walking to the door. We start walking to the door too. I was like, I'm not standing like we out, bro. We had our tickets and all that. We wasn't trying to get in free, but I wasn't standing on line, B. Like ever since then, like I just made sure I'm rubbing shoulders with the right people so I could get where I needed to be. that yo, bro, I don't know what it is, bro. Like I can't, like that line shit is the worst thing in the world to me. Like amusement parks, all that shit.
That shit was a different type of motivation, right? That shit was a whole different type of motivation. You ended up a key part of the culture because you wanted to skip lines.
We can't even hear you, Troy.
Yeah, Troy, you muted, bro.
My bad. Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yo, B, it's nothing like the first time I went to the side door at Urban Plaza and my name was on the guest list.
Classic.
Oh my God. I could have cried, man.
That's the best shit in the world right there.
Oh, yeah.
When you start waving everybody off, like, all right, see y'all inside.
Yeah.
Everybody, you walked up with the whole crowd, like, all right, y'all.
Now you look the shit
later.
The shit be when the nigga pull the list out and you looking at the list like, damn, my name, I hope my name on it. And he start looking down, like you be like, oh yeah, that's me. Good looking.
When B stepped on the door and pointed at you, yo.
Yeah.
That's the sign right there.
Like, you find out you got a certain level of respect right there. You send a couple of text messages and then somebody pull it up to the door. Hey, come on, let's go. You, let's go.
All right. Yeah, that's a good feeling right there, yo.
So how
I got a question. Terra and Troy, what was the first when did y'all first meet? Like, was it at a event or did y'all meet?
Prep versus the Saga.
Oh, okay.
Prep versus the Saga. That battle.
Oh,
I met everybody that night.
Right?
Yeah, Black Star. I met everybody. Ike, Duchess, everybody. I met everybody that night.
Oh, that was the good night, wasn't that?
That man Chin,
Saga and
that was
T.H.E.S.I.S.
That was a beautiful night. Yeah.
Didn't Bonnie battle that day, like a freestyle battle or some shit?
Yeah, she battled T.H.E.S.I.
Yeah, Bonnie got busy though. Like,
yeah,
they never put that shit out though. Right?
No, they put it out.
Yeah, they put it out.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I don't really watch much when I get home. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah.
I'm an in the building nigga, man.
Definitely.
Let me ask, how y'all feel about the quarantine battles, man? With no crowd, you know what I'm saying? Some of everybody's favorites is doing these battles. How y'all feel about quarantine battles?
I'm gonna go off the rip just by saying, like, just like I said, I'm an in the building nigga, like so. Like this is not it for me. Like, you know what I mean? I respect it, like people get into the bag. I know people, they get some money in their pocket. They, like, and a lot of fans still fuck with it because everybody's not in the building, motherfuckers. Like, they good, like, watching this shit at home. So it's fueling their fire, man. Like, I'm feeling left out. I ain't gonna hold that. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I'm left out, man. Because like I need to be there. You know what I mean? I want to push a nigga. I want to fucking nigga t-shirt up a little bit. What's up, Shayo? You getting crazy?
Word, man. My You Had to Be There vibes is being killed off, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts.
Total destruction.
I can't do it, man. Like I'm thirsty, right? I'm so thirsty. I called P earlier, like, yo, B, listen, I'm coming out there to interview people outside. I know I can't get in, but I'm doing interviews outside for the war. I'm coming out there.
You gotta do something. Gonna pull it up.
I can't do this no more. I gotta go.
Pull it up.
Y'all feel like the battle rappers are wasting their bars right now doing all these quarantines, especially if they've done multiple ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely feel that way, yo.
Look, I'm gonna keep it a stack like this. Like, I got my guys that's doing the Crucible. I told niggas like, yo, if I picked you, I don't need to see you in any quarantine battles. Like, you know, like, I'm not knocking your paper or whatever. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I need you to be prepared for, you know, like what's coming. Like I feel like the quarantine battles is just like something for people that don't really have nothing else happening. So, you know, that's keeping they buzz going. Like if you know, if you're a part of something else, like I need you to hold off, champ. Like, you know what I mean? We got, you know, bigger fish to fry. Like,
yeah.
Facts.
So I
definitely told my niggas, daughter, I don't want to see y'all.
Yo, since both of y'all host PGs, right? Like, is there any interaction between y'all and on how you decide who hosts what PG? Like,
nah. Like,
voluntarily.
Like 9 times, look, 9 times out of 10, right? If Troy's in the building and he's prepared to host, like he's hosting. You feel me? Like a lot of times, if you see me hosting, more than likely Troy's not there. I enjoy that shit. Like, you know what I mean? This shit ain't no job. I have fun standing up there hosting, laughing at niggas, like, you know, a nigga getting killed or a nigga getting crazy. Like, you know, I'm having a good time, bro. So like I said, if nobody else is trying to do shit, that's how I ended up hosting. I ain't like, yo, let me host, bro. Like, I'm hosting because nobody else is ready to do this shit. Like, all right, I'll do it. Fuck it.
You forgot to mention, Troy also know which one of them shits is gonna be a smoke break. So he got Sarah to hold it down. He like, time to go smoke.
Now look. You know what's funny though, bro? That's really how I started hosting right there. That not through Troy though, through the nigga Knowles. Knowles would be like, yo, I'm gonna host this one. And it'll be the smoker. Like that would be the fire joint. And then like he'd be like, all right, yo, you got this one, bro.
Man, Terra, let me tell you. That's when you was on the little break, man. Troy and them got me great one night. Bro, these niggas' names wasn't even on the fucking card, my nigga. I ain't even know they was battling.
Was that Norm's birthday card?
They said,
yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah,
that's what I was there
said
for.
Paul versus, I don't even remember the opponent. Nigga Troy looked at Toy. He said, yeah, SLEEZE, let's go. Time to put in that work. It's yours. I was sick. I'm like, who the fuck are these two guys?
Yeah, look,
that's how I started hosting too.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
Yo, I know, like people be feeling like, oh, yo, I could do that hosting shit. That shit cool. Like until you standing in front of 2 folks, you like, this is crazy, cuz like you be like, what the fuck are these niggas talking about?
Yo, you be looking at the time like, yo.
The part that had me the most comfortable is that I said, I know this ain't ever coming out. Niggas ain't never gonna see this shit. It ain't gonna see the light of day.
I think
all the butterflies, all that shit away. I was good.
Yo,
you haven't had a time you walked off? Like you just walked off in the middle of the
footage.
Yeah.
Bro, look at the invitational battles, yo. Troy walk away like 40% of them, yo.
I'm in so much vaulted footage, man. Like, it's crazy. There's a lot of PGs that never came out, bro.
That smoke breaker backfired my night because I missed a couple moments fucking with Tall on the smoke break. I missed the Bangs and Fetty battle because of Tall, yo.
Oh my god. Them niggas
Tall like, nah, let's go smoke on this battle. I was like, really? Let's do that. My nigga. You heard the building rocking, my nigga.
No, I wasn't going nowhere for that.
That shit was the one, my nigga.
Yo, if you look at the third round, you see me wearing the back with the hat on. I'm like, yo, this nigga fucking Tall, yo. Fuck this up.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
On Chris Brown's Instagram,
that's what I was about to say, bro. It's a picture of me on Chris Brown's Instagram.
Tall smoke weed.
I was like,
missed it, man.
Oh shit.
Nah. Yeah, Reefer cost me being on Chris Brown's Instagram.
Yo.
How y'all feel when you know you're hosting the battle, right? And you know it's not gonna drop or it's not gonna get edited. Like most of us know, you know what I'm saying? Like me as a camera, I know you guys as a host. All of us are hosted at some point. Like you just start doing silly shit when all that shit's going on. When you know it's not.
Look. This is how you look. I'm gonna tell you, like, for anybody that don't know, right? If you in the building, right, and you want to know if a battle's coming out, if the round is over and nobody says, "Yo, make some noise," and nothing like,
it's
all right,
over.
It's on you, champ. Let's go. Like, you just started.
Get this shit over with.
Nah, if we know the battle's not coming out, oh, that's when the jokes fly. Oh, you're dying it. This is not coming out. Now we saying stupid shit in between around.
Yo.
After each other, like, yo, what the fuck he just said?
Niggas start throwing the OD pauses out for everything you said.
Yeah.
Pause, my nigga. Pause.
Yeah, this nigga sitting there looking at me all stupid. I can't hold my. Yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad.
Man, I fucking miss battle rap,
man.
Like if me and Clip are filming, you know, if we like do that little wave and get someone to hold the camera and walk away for a couple of minutes, so that shit's not dropping, yo.
Yo, Clip even more funny because Clip do the reactions like he hate the shit behind the camera though. Like,
facts.
And it's fucked up when you trying to stand there and host and keep a serious face.
Yo, I can't host with certain niggas right there. They're like, T.H.E.S do funny shit. Troy point shit out while you hosting. While he holding the camera.
Wait, what did he just say? What did he just say?
Like, bro, my nigga, I'm trying to host.
I don't think people outside of New York understand what it's like to like have Troy, SLEEZE, Ciroc, Terra, Tall, myself, who else? Myers Lansky, room, yo, like
Jesus, Myers, man.
Do you guys find it hard?
Man.
Y'all find it hard telling the rappers like that they didn't do so well in the battle?
No, that's my favorite part. My bad, that question wasn't for me. My fault.
Facts, yo.
Nah, look,
fault. That wasn't for me.
Look. Like I usually don't tell niggas nothing. Like I let the what happened in the building, let them know what the fuck is going on. Like, but if you had a bad performance and then you pull up on me, like, I don't know what you expected to hear, bro. But like, like that wasn't it, bro. Like, that wasn't. Oh, you think it's gonna drop? Like, that's the worst question, bro.
Yeah, facts.
If you ask a nigga, if you think it's gonna drop, 9 times out of 10 that means no. Like,
no,
like if you
nigga.
asking, bro. Like, cause like niggas that know they shit, like, yo, I got crazy, bro. They better drop that shit. That's how you know that a nigga knew he got busy, bro. The nigga comes to you, yo, you think it's gonna drop? So now I already know you suspect about what you did out there. Like,
I don't think people appreciate that. I haven't seen too many people outside of our circle of people that hang out. You know what I mean? Like SLEEZE, you, Terra. I mean, Custom lives in wherever the fuck he lives, but you know, like,
fucking Florida.
like all of us, like
Florida,
if we're in the battle, like watching people, we'll go up to them like mid battle and be like, yo, you gotta turn up, yo, you gotta do better, you gotta bring your energy up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see other people doing that. Do you guys? I haven't seen it lately. Maybe, you know, like maybe within the last year. You guys think that helps them when we go out of our way to do that? Because we really don't gotta say shit.
Nah, I've seen that to help a few people, man. Like, cause not only us do it. Like, I've seen P do it. Like, you ain't gonna see P do it because he do it with the cameras off and shit. I've seen that nigga walk up in the middle, like, both of them went first. All right, it's over. They first is over. Hold on, don't start yet. I hear like have a real 30-second talk with these niggas before round 2 start. Like, so like
Facts.
Like I feel like I talk to artists, I talk to they entourage and shit. I'm like, yo, y'all, like, yo, this is a PG and you want this shit to drop and y'all standing over there hating. Like, if that nigga say something I ain't on the other side, show love. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody celebrate, bro. Like y'all niggas over here with the stone face and then you gonna be mad, oh, yo, this shit ain't come out. Yeah, your man killed that nigga. Like, you ain't, you know, like, Y'all made
Right.
this shit look boring. Like, you know what I mean? Like, turn up. Like, fuck is wrong with y'all? Like,
niggas gotta learn how to. I would say they gotta learn how to balance that, right? Like balance
yeah, like,
you know,
like I
I'm here to
ain't
support my
telling you,
mans, but I'm still gonna enjoy the battle.
yeah, I ain't telling you to show the, you know, you don't got to go get a nigga a hug, but if the nigga say something, you know, show some, oh, hey, that was fire, that was fire. You know, give a nigga a little thumbs up, that was fire. Niggas be over there looking like, that was trash.
Niggas be like this. For fucking 10 minutes. His round is 10 minutes, bro. Change your face one time.
Looking like the nigga
Yeah,
that
I
was
hate
standing
that
behind
shit.
Surf in the Calico battle. That was ass pussy.
He was tight.
That man was angry.
There's something else I wanted to ask y'all too, because I just finished watching I watched the Ultimate Madness the first 4 battles they did. Now, I mean, I knew that it was gonna be a little off because there's no crowd. So I think do y'all think without it being a crowd that it's making it tougher on the judges for these battles? Because I know people use the crowd to also, it's like a point. Well, in my mind, I use it like a point system. Because if a nigga can't make the crowd, you know, hype, that takes a lot away from a battler for me. You know what I'm saying? Because why am I going to pick you or put you on the stage if you can't even make the crowd move? So do y'all think that affects this tournament a lot, or like how much?
Big time. Like, but
no crowd is affecting battle rap.
True indeed.
Nice.
Like that shit is rough. Like, cause like I feel like it's not tough on them and like overall, but like it's taken away from like who you choosing somebody not knowing what they could do with a crowd. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Not to say that they never rocked a crowd before this event, but like you don't know what this would have been if a crowd was there. Like some of them shits would have been better. Some niggas, you know, like they fold under pressure. Like the crowd start making noise. Now they can't remember their next bar type shit. Like shit like that matters to me. You feel me? Like
do you think it affects the performers or writers in one way or another?
Absolutely. Because some people prepare themselves for crowd reaction. You know what I mean? Like, not saying that's a smart idea all the time, but some people prepare themselves for that shit. So they be like, yo, the crowd about to go crazy right here, so then I could get into this. Like, but when there's no crowd, now you just gotta rap. Like, you just gotta keep going. Like, and 2 minutes is really 2 minutes when there ain't no crowd. Like, ain't nobody stopping the clock.
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, no crowd is affecting battle rap. Man, you see how important the people are to battle rap, man.
Yeah, man. And then, you know, the funny part is I see that they made the judges, the 5th judge, the crowd.
The crowd, yeah.
The most toxic fucking judge possible. And then they're using the comments to do it. You know, the people that said those comments are the same people that's under those YouTube comments. Like, who the fuck is these niggas?
Yeah, hey, listen. The people at home, like the people that don't come out to events and shit, they be on 100. Man. Like
they be going, son.
Yeah,
you
can't have nothing wrong, bro. Like you got the wrong shirt on, they on your body. Like no matter, your performance is great, but like, yo, why did he wear that shirt? Man? Like you'll see 100 comments talking about how bad your shirt was, no matter how great your performance was.
That shit is crazy. I was like, I didn't know they were gonna do it like that. Like, literally, they get the comment, he won, or you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
What do you think are some Troy? What do you think are some attributes that like you prefer that a battle rapper have? Like, what do you look for in a battle rapper?
Witty, punchline, aggression. Definitely witty, punchlines, and aggression. You know, and performance is my favorite attribute, y'all.
Is there one you prefer over all the others?
Aggression. You know what I mean?
What about you?
I don't like watching. I don't watch like watching poetry. You know what I mean? I don't
I get what you're saying.
So
like y'all niggas supposed to be killing each other.
You mean like a McFresh, like Wordy?
Like not even McFresh. God. I've been told that kid to use dope, but he ain't listened to me yet. I don't know what he's gonna do. Man.
Do you do drugs?
He's walking around with this little dumb afro, looking like the Man versus. Oh man, yo, SLEEZE, come on, man. SLEEZE looking like a Muslim that got to go to court. He's going I'm like, does he have a goofy on? What the fuck is happening, yo?
I know.
Nigga, SLEEZE got a goofy on, yo.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
bad, y'all. Who are you talking about?
Yo.
That's haymaker.
Oh man.
SLEEZE out here blowing up buildings, yo.
Oh shit. Yo, I fucking hate you, yo. Yo.
Holy shit. Oh man, I lost my lighter.
Oh my God, I'm almost off the
What you
clock.
talking about?
That shit was the left field haymaker.
Yo, that shit came out of nowhere. Shit. Yo, I was sucker punched, yo. I ain't sure that was about to happen.
You know what? Yo, you know why though? Because that shit is buttoned up all the way to the neck. Like you got.
Yo, because I had the tie on and shit.
That's who's fucking you up, SLEEZE. That shit is buttoned up to the Adam's apple.
Oh man, so I'm crying real fucking tears. Like what the Oh shit.
Tara,
All right, let me get it done.
what about you, Tara? What do you look for in these battle rappers?
I ain't gonna look. Like for me, right? Like this is a major thing for me. Like I be looking for like I guess you want to call it resilience or like just your ability to still be there after your opponent gets crazy. Like that's what I be looking for. Like if you go first and your opponent gets crazy in his next round, like are you ready round two? Like I be looking for niggas to be ready in round two. Like yo, can like oh shit, like is he gonna come back from this? Like this nigga is wildin'. Like
yeah, he can stand the heat type shit.
Word, like cause some niggas like you see them like they get busy their first round, they get stupid. You like, oh, all right, son, nice. And then their opponent has a better round. Now they in the second round stumbling their way through the whole shit because they a little nervous. The crowd got the crowd on the side. Like, can you get the crowd back? Like that's a big deal for me. Like that's that's kind of why I don't I ain't baking my Crucible picks on these videos.
You think over time y'all started judging battles different, or you feel like you still judge it the same way now, like than when you first started?
Nah, like for me it's kind of the same. Like you know what I mean. Like the only difference is like you got a bigger library of shit that you've already heard. You know what I mean? Like you've been through enough shit. You've heard so much. So it's like you hear a nigga say something you heard 5 times already. Like like he might have been aight when I first got in the game. Oh yeah, that shit was fire. But like now I'm standing there listening to a nigga say something that I heard this nigga say, that nigga say, and somebody else say. Now it's like, oh nah, I ain't fucking with son. He ain't that good. Like
right.
But other than that, like it's the same. Like I still get the same excitement I got when I first started pulling up, man. Like as long as niggas are trying to put on the show, man, it's the same shit for me, man. Like
facts.
Like I feel like right now, I feel like like in more recent years, I'm more excited than I was like before. Like you know what I mean? Like because early start and then niggas is in the crowd. Like now, like I'm on stage, nigga.
Get on stage.
You show up early.
I'm on stage
like
like
everything get set up.
Like yo, I'm on stage like, oh, this nigga wailing. Like oh shit, he going crazy. Like I'm on stage next to my niggas. Like yo this nigga's bugging out right now. Like,
facts.
Like how y'all feel about this? Like the people that you bring in outside of just be the battlers, you know what I'm saying? Like both of you guys, you and Troy, kind of brought me into this shit. Like I met Terra first. I met Terra at an event. I met Troy later on. And like, how do you guys feel like seeing people like me and SLEEZE and Custom and whoever else grow from when you first met them, like just being a regular person into like everything that they're doing now, outside of the battlers?
Now that like, yeah, that shit to me, that shit is fire, man. Like like, you know, because all y'all niggas is mad talented, be like that shit is dope to me, like, you know what I mean, like, because I feel like, you know, like early in the game, like I was like in the forefront, and and I'm not really talented at all. Like I'm just good at, you know, getting where I need to be. You feel me? Like I don't edit videos. I don't do none of that shit. Like so I know how to put myself in position. Like but to see niggas that really know what's going on in position is fire to me. Like I couldn't do half the shit y'all niggas be doing, B. So it's like, yo, yeah, this shit is dope that, you know, niggas is getting recognized. Like,
Facts. I mean, come on, Thesis. That nigga helped, come on, bring Usher the whole damn near generation, yo. You know what I mean? Created a system where battlers could come up. They got a chance. So, come on, man. That's crazy.
Pulling niggas out the mud.
Facts. Word. A lot of people wouldn't have had opportunities if it wasn't for Thesis. So,
word.
It is what it is.
Salute to Mac Mel, nigga.
Word.
Nah, but I'm saying, like, even from the beginning, like, nobody knew that I could do shit, you know what I'm saying? And I think that what worked was that we all worked together. It wasn't just about me. Like, I could have been an asshole, you know what I'm saying? Terra could have been an asshole. Troy could have been an asshole, you know what I mean?
Nah, well, you know, like, we had our fair share of assholes, you know, and they where they at. Like, some niggas, you don't get lost in the sauce, man. Like, if you remember a nigga being on the war report and now you haven't seen him in 4 years, like, he was an asshole. Like,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, do you think the main, like, I mean, this is pretty much the main cast except for a couple of, there's like another 5 people missing, you know what I mean? But you think that's what makes us a good group of, like, people that we, most of us are always together at events, or, you know.
Now, you know what it is though? Like, what it is it's genuine people. You feel me? Like if you, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even, like, I'm not even saying real nigga. Like, you would just genuine people. Like, I'm like this is me all the time. And through the years of being around all of y'all, like, you know, this is y'all. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, we on this video shit. Like, you know, like we clowning right now, but then we turn the shit off and we mad serious niggas. Like, nah, like, we like this all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm always like this. So when you see me at an event, I'm like this. When you see me, you might see me out on the street. Oh shit, that's Terra. Oh yo, what's up? I'm like this. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like all of us are consistent with, you know, the type of people that we are, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some people, a camera turn on and they turn into somebody else. Like, and that, you know, that, like,
that's true.
You know, like that makes them, you know, they set apart from people that are comfortable in themselves. Like, I'm comfortable being me, bro. Like, camera on, camera off. I'm talking the same shit, bro. Like, on you know, on Facebook, on Twitter, like my conversations are the same. Like, you know what I mean? I don't get on the internet and switch up or talk a little tougher, you know, like, nah, fuck that. I'm the same nigga. Like, and I feel like that's for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen Thesis tell niggas they was trash in the building, and, you know, tell 100 niggas they trash online. Like that, he stayed consistent with his shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
trash is trash.
And anybody that stayed in the circle has always been consistent. You feel me? Like, anybody that's, like, you know what I mean? Like that went their own separate ways, you know, like they weren't as consistent as the rest of the group. Not saying that it's, you know, like, not shitting on nobody, but like they just couldn't stick with what we've been doing. Like, you know, they needed to do their own thing. Like, I don't feel like none of us feel like, yo, nah, like I don't really need to be around SLEEZE, or I don't need to be around Troy, or nah, you know, like these is stealing my shine or some shit like that. Like, nah, like I feel like everybody, you know, show love on every level, man. Like if I see any of my niggas,
yeah, I think
like,
for the
you know,
most
like,
part, none of us really ever cared about that kind of shit either. Like, all the people that really didn't care about no spotlight is the ones that's still around. Like, they never try to stand out for no reason. Like,
look,
niggas is a genuine family, man. You know what I mean? Outside of battle rap, yo. You know what I mean?
Like, look,
besides battle rap, niggas is a genuine family, man. Like, I could call on people for life situations, yo. Besides battle rap, and they come through. So it's beyond battle. It's way beyond battle rap with us, man. This shit is a
like, let me give y'all an example. I'm gonna give y'all an example. We in Maryland, right? We in Maryland. We doing that's when Troy was hosting, when Smack ain't get up and host. Troy hosting the whole shit, right? Like, early in the game, like, you know, Troy trying to introduce me and trying to introduce the Rock. I'm like, nah, fuck that, bro. It's your time, nigga. You introduce you and you rock these battles out, nigga. When Smack up there, he introduced the mad niggas. This is your time, nigga. Get busy, and you know, like, that's how we rock from there, nigga. I'm still standing there. That's enough for me, nigga. Like, you know, you shine out. Let these niggas know what it is. Like,
I wouldn't even say my name before a battle. Terra he made me say my name before a battle.
Yeah, let these niggas know who you are, bro. Like, fuck that.
Definitely.
That's true. Yep.
And but if I wasn't genuine, if that wasn't my man like that, like I would have been like, oh nah, this nigga don't want to introduce himself. Excuse me, let me introduce me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, cause this niggas like that. Like, you know, nigga stepping funny. Oh, he ain't trying to talk. Let me talk. Like, nah, like my man shining. Like really, like you not shining enough, bro. Really step up there and tell these niggas who you are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause a lot of times, like we at the point where, you know, we've been doing this long enough. Like we fuck with a lot of niggas that's on the come up.
Yeah.
We more famous than these niggas that are rapping right now, you know what I mean? We trying to get them to the next level, you know what I mean? Not shitting on nobody saying like, oh, I'm above you, but like, I'm more known than you. So, you know what I mean? Like, like why wouldn't Troy introduce himself? You know, like the battle world knows who Troy is. Introduce yourself. So in case this nigga pops off, like I remember Troy set me off, nigga. Like when I was in the mud in these fucking basements and, you know, these small bars and shit like that, like Troy hosted my shit.
Like facts. That's facts.
You think shit's changed? Like, I mean, we've been, like I said, we've been around for like, I mean, at least I've been around you guys for like the last 5-6 years. You think it changed? Because when we went out and scouted, like our first group of people, we really went out to like dirt fucking leagues. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We was everywhere, like no matter what, even if we wasn't hosting. Do you think that that's changed now? Like people look at scouts as like just a fan, you know what I mean? Like as opposed to what we were doing, like actually going out.
For me, that it's changed just because of the amount of time. You feel me? Like before, it was so much time in between events. You feel me? Like so, it's like before, like I go to a URL event. Like I might wait another, like it might not be another URL event for, you know, a good 4 or 5 months. Like so, you know, in between that, I'm at Coliseum, I'm at Trap House, I'm at Wico Hard, I'm at E&J Battle League. You know what I mean? Like this is like you know, I was going to mad little shit just to fuel the fire for, you know, like waiting to get back to URL. But now it's just like it's an event every weekend, like guaranteed. Like before the COVID shit, like, you know what I mean? Like every single weekend, bro. Like there's an event Saturday and Sunday somewhere. You know what I mean? Like,
you know,
like,
it's crazy when you can make a post like, yo, what's happening this weekend? You get 7 cards, 7, 8 cards put up on your joint.
Do you think it's too much now?
To an extent, like you know what I mean? Like, but what you know, what are you gonna tell people not to do it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of niggas that want to rap, and you know, niggas feel like they gonna grab $1 off of it. Like that's when it's fucked up to me, when, you know, niggas trying to really earn money off of these niggas' dreams. Like, but
you think that died out some, like people just creating leagues to like thinking they're gonna get a bag?
Say it again?
Do you think that died out where people are just creating leagues? Because there was a point where they were just making leagues because they thought they could make money. And me and you discuss this all the time.
Nah, that's a fact. I think people thought this shit was way easier than it really is. Like, they thought, oh, you know, like they don't realize like what people like City went through, what people like No Mercy went through, what people like Black Bear went through, like bringing these leagues from the dirt. You feel me? Like they, you know, they thinking, oh, you know, like, nah, City a nigga from the hood, I could do what he did. And then when niggas is not pulling up, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, but City, you know, City earned respect from a lot of niggas. And, you know, so did, like, you know, No Mercy, Black Bear, like, you know, like niggas that was riding with these niggas was really with these niggas, bro. Like you could, like, you're like, you can't, like, imagine a nigga trying to disrespect City in a fucking legal hard event. Like, you're not gonna make it out the building. Like, and that's just the amount of respect he earned over the years, bro. Like, and that's with any league. Like, a nigga can't walk in a trap event and smack No Mercy. Like, that shit, you ain't gonna get out. Like, it's just, you know, it's just the way it is. Like, that's it. Like,
that's it.
I feel like a lot of people failing because they think that, you know, like they seen a nigga, you know, they see these niggas blueprint and they think they're gonna be able to rock what they doing, and it's not the same without the loyalty you built. And the niggas took a lot of losses, man. Like, niggas don't understand that.
That's the key part.
You take a lot of losses off the rip, bro. Like, you know what I mean? People be feeling like they feel like they're gonna walk into the battle world. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make $1,000 on this event. Nah, you about to lose 2 racks, nigga. Like,
that's the part they have no idea about. They come in thinking, yeah, I'm about to go home with. No, you're not.
They think
then,
everybody's gonna be on time. Everybody, they think they don't understand that everything's gonna go wrong. Like when you have an event, then you get used
I'm
to
gonna tell you what niggas fuck up at too. Like they be feeling like, oh, I know all these people. These are my people.
Facts.
Like I'm gonna be lit, and you know all these people. Instead of that turning into people supporting you, that turns into people that's trying to get in your shit for free.
Yep.
Oh, you wanted me to pay? Yeah.
Man, when I tell you, when I first moved into that position, boy, the amount of inboxes, my nigga, like, what? What is going on here? I don't even know this nigga. Like,
yeah. Bad niggas that hit you up, you be like, oh, who's this? Like, yo, so how much is the event?
Facts. And there's that one person you always know is gonna hit you up. There's always one, yo. Like every time I throw an event, I know the same exact. But Troy probably knows what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Every fucking event, yo. I get it for free. And it happens. You'll take it personally. You know, it's just what people do, yo.
Yeah.
And it's weird because like all the league owners, like me myself, like the first time I went to We Go Hard, City called me to shoot. You know what I mean? He needed a cameraman, so that's the first time I went. Like I think Terra took me to Coliseum, Terra and Troy, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And Blackbeard was just like, yo, Blackbeard and Black's mom was like, yo, just come in, you know what I mean? Everybody was welcoming. So even like when the first time I went to Trap was because they asked me to host, you know what I mean? So it's like everybody has like different reasons but everybody's welcoming. Like I feel that about most league owners. There hasn't been a league owner that have been like, well, maybe.
Yeah. It's a couple.
But you know, like, how do you guys feel about like league owners now? Do you guys think that they try to take advantage of like you guys and where you're at, or do you think that it's still like, yo, it's Terra, it's Troy, come through?
Nah, like I feel like the love is more now. You feel me? Like especially with URL traveling around. Like if I had the time, like I would be so many other places because people always hitting me up. Yo, pull up to this, pull up to that, pull up to this. Like you know what I mean? Like, but like yeah, like for me the love is more. Like you know what I mean? Like ain't shit for them to take advantage of because if niggas ain't fire, it don't matter to me. You feel me? Like I don't. I'm not gonna lie because you pulled me up to the event. It's going to my event. Like yeah, I'm gonna have a good time, but niggas ain't dope. It don't matter what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah, even like the first time, like the first couple, like the first like year, maybe 2 years that I was like in this, like everybody, I've always been like the quiet one that sit in the background. You know, I never like. But Terra and Troy introduced me to everybody. Like, they don't understand that you guys are like welcoming and like ready to take everybody to the. I mean, I got sexually harassed at the first event that I fucking went to with Terra. Terra fucking left me out in the fucking woods, yeah.
Nah, them niggas. Him and
that whole shit
rushing.
just sounded crazy. He said, "I got sexually harassed," and he left me in the woods. What we doing? What are we doing?
So Terra, yo, he left.
Yo, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened too. This is crazy. Like, was it A-Hat?
Yeah, it was A-Hat.
It might have been like A-Hat had a fucking battle event in the Bronx, bro. And I'm like, yo, hold on, let me go inside and get this nigga. Like, I was like, somebody wanted me to pull us to the battle. I'm like, yo, let me get this nigga, and we gonna come. I'm gonna come back so y'all can pull up too. I come back, these niggas getting patted down. They paying already. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Yo.
Nigga, this is like, yo, I don't even know what's happening.
Son, this big Jamaican dude tried to take my fucking pants off, yo.
Yo, what?
Yo. I looked at Terra, I was like, yo, where'd you go, son?
Whoa, nigga try to rip his jeans off. A-Hat.
Nigga said first and last A-Hat
jeans off.
I think that was the last one they had in New York after that. Like,
yeah. I think we was there to see Stax or Stash. Was that his name?
Yeah, it was Stash. It was Stash. The nigga that battled XL in the PGs all them years ago.
You think it's gonna be tougher now that there's
Damn,
no
I remember watching that shit, I think.
Stash versus XL? Yeah.
So,
yeah, those were the days, man. That was that Tobacco Road or the name of the shit was, I think it was.
Tobacco Lounge, something like that.
Tobacco something, yeah.
That's the shit that were adopted the Umberetta thing, right?
Umberetta, nigga. Umberetta, nigga.
Think it's gonna be harder for these MCs now that there's no PGs?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it's gonna be harder for everybody, believe it or not. Like, I think it's gonna be harder for the MCs. I think these scouts, like, you know, I mean, a lot of these scouts are in for something that they don't really know. You feel me? Like when a lot of people scouted before, right? It was like, oh, like let's say I tell a nigga SLEEZE, like, yo SLEEZE, son is fire. Throw him on the Coliseum card, see how he do, right?
Thanks.
Now you throw him on the card and he asks, right? What happens after that? Nothing. There's no conversation. Nobody talks about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but if he's fired, then it's like, oh, you know, like, yo, I brought you a fire nigga, right? Like you know what I mean? Right. So now that you a scout, right? You officially got it. Like, I picked these niggas, right? And they go and they be trash. Now we having interviews and we talking, right? Now Troy man killed my man, right? And I'm like, yo. I'm like, you know, like, how do I explain, like, why I picked this nigga? He just got destroyed. Like, you know what I mean? Like I got to take ownership for this nigga getting trashed out there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, before you scouting niggas, you ain't have to take ownership. You scout a nigga, you know, we might talk amongst each other. Yo, hey, what made you fuck with son? But like now you gotta, you know what I mean?
Your name is more on the line.
You claim to research this nigga and you pick this nigga. Like, you know what I mean? You taking full ownership of what happens on that stage. Like, before it wasn't no ownership. I could just say, yo, Troy, put this nigga on We Go Hard real quick, man. Let me see if he get crazy. And if he get crazy, all right, you know, it's a win-win for everybody. And if he get trash, who the fuck loses? But him. Like, he out of here.
Like, yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize that, like, us, all of us in this group, we scouted from like the ground up, like taking them from nothing to go into a league, to go into another league, to go into another league, to shutting the league down, to picking another league, and then taking them to URL eventually. You know what I mean? So it's not like we're just scouting for URL.
Son, the crazy shit, bro. Like if niggas really did, like, really sat down and did the math, like, just mapped out the amount of niggas, just for the 5 niggas that's on this call right now, bro. Like, the amount of niggas, like, you know what I mean, that came from, you know, like they felt like they wasn't nowhere, and, you know, like, they got an opportunity based on one of our words. You know what I mean? Just like, yo, oh, come over here and do this. Whether it was the invitation or word to P, or, yo, you know, get this dude a shot at the PG, or, you know, MENACE talking to Norbs or whoever else, like, you know what I mean? Like, just like it's a lot of niggas that made their way, like, just off the word, you know, off the word, the strength of, yo, like, all right, this nigga, oh, Terra said, all right, I'm gonna get him a shot. Yo, SLEEZE said, all right, let me see what he's talking about. Like, even like, yo, niggas got view, and you know what I mean? Like to the point where it's like, all right, somebody will say a nigga name and somebody will go check them out. Whether they got picked or not, you know, was on their performance, but niggas checked them out based off of niggas' work.
Right.
You feel me? Nigga took a time and clicked the battle, like, all right, let me see who this nigga, you know, be all right. And if a nigga's fire, you be like, oh shit, all right, you know, this nigga's fire. Like,
has there ever?
But a lot of niggas don't even know how they made it. Like,
facts.
That's a fact.
Facts.
Oh, I got a good one. This one. I want both of y'all to name someone that y'all vouch for that completely just fucked the pack up.
Damn, I was right about to ask that same thing, yo.
Oh, it's all right.
You go first, Troy. I'm thinking.
Somebody I told to give a PG to?
I already know an answer
General,
for you,
yo.
Troy. I got an answer for you.
Man. I gave a P. Oh, man. So we talk about the NYPGs?
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I think my man kicked his way out the league. Yeah, I think that experiment is over.
Oh, man.
Shout out to the GOAT, yo.
It was a GOAT.
Shout out to the GOAT.
I don't know. He got to do something there, but yeah.
Oh man, that was one.
That was one, and man, who was the other one at the last one? Completely stunk the fucking joint up, yo. At the last NYPG, yo. I forgot. It'll come
At the last NYPG.
Yeah, somebody stunk the fucking joint up. I was embarrassed. I forgot who it was. It's gonna come to me. I'm gonna remember it.
I don't know.
I didn't even make that one because I fucking had to work. I'm sitting up here thinking mad hard, like, damn, did I see that shit?
I think, did you come late?
No, I didn't make the second one.
You hit
I didn't make
supposed to pull up, yo. You would tell you, that's right.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
Yeah, it's gonna come to me, y'all. It's been a couple of invitational picks. I've been like, what?
Yo, nah. You know who dropped the bag for me one time, man. Like it was, and the battle was bad. Y'all gonna remember the battle. Like I used to vouch for this nigga Kush Cloud heavy. The nigga out the trap, bro.
Shit.
Like, I don't know if he got the PG based off my word. It might have been, Peso and them niggas talking for him. But like, yo, bro, like, yo, he got to the PGs. It was nasty working there. I was like, yo, what?
Yo, you know what? I remember that because
SLEEZE
you was saying my man Kush Cloud's gonna get busy. Watch. I forgot. That was the same PGs that
I think he
Polo Polo and the nigga.
I think he battled Major Lead or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like the battle.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Like, I wanted to cry, bro. Like I was like, damn, son. Like,
yo, Major League was so awful, son.
Yo, hold on. I think Mercy asked me about him in the last vlog we did. I was like, man, he stunk the joint up. You like, you sure? I was like, I think so.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, I can't.
Troy said it professionally too, if I remember correct.
But like,
you trying to be professional with it. If I remember correctly, he stunk the place up. if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I definitely remember that one, yo, because you the one that put me on the Kush Clouds, because you hyped them up. So I'm like, let me go watch some Kush Clouds. And he not trash either. He was actually fire.
Yeah, that nigga pulled us to the PGs, man. I was like, wow, bro, like what the fuck?
Like, I forgot who asked. I was talking to some dude in the Midwest the other day, and he was like, "Why?" I had to explain it to him, but I want to get your thoughts. Why there's like five people from New York like as Crucible picks for the nation? You know what I mean? And they're like, and what he was talking about was like basically our group, outside of Lex. So it's Dutch, Terra, Troy, myself, and who else is there from us?
Nah, I think that's it.
Yeah, but they were basically talking about our group, and I had to explain to them that we've been scouting for.
Nah, like, but yeah, you know what's crazy? Like, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, it ain't even like we was just like we did a lot. We did a lot in New York because that's what we had. Like, we home, but like niggas been around, bro. Like didn't we do invitational in fucking North Carolina or something like that?
Yeah,
like,
we did one.
DMV.
Did the DMV shit. Like, we was on our way to the Midwest at one point. Like,
people flown from the West Coast and from Texas and from
to do that.
They don't get that.
Yeah, that's where they got the spot from, right? They got the spot from the West Coast. Like, like, nah, man, like,
I don't think they're like.
You know what it is though? Like people don't know that it's more than like, they probably think that we only scout New York niggas. Like. Yeah. Like didn't Troy have True Foe over there? We go hard.
Facts.
So you know what I mean? Like Swamp. Like didn't that kid Next from California, was he battling on Cali? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's
Grizz.
Like it's not it's not
like SLEEZE, coffee, come on. Like,
they don't realize even as far as Dutch, they don't realize that like he's silly, but like his battle rap knowledge is like. He has a wide battle rap knowledge.
Dutch know niggas that I would never watch ever.
That's a fact.
He be knowing all the information. I be like,
listen, like Dutch be knowing shit that like Dutch will remember something that I was oblivious to. Like I'd be like, yo, I thought son was alright. Nah, but you remember like he stumbled like like halfway through the second, and he. I'm like, I don't even remember that shit happening, bro. We watched 30 battles today. Like,
let me tell you, man, I knew Dutch was so heavy on battle rap, son, with the knowledge, because when he came to my crib one time, son, we were supposed to go over just 4 battles. You know what I'm saying? 4 battles. Yo, we watched battles for 7 hours. This nigga just kept picking another battle. Like, bro, I smoked myself out. Like, I was so smoked out. I'm like, all right, Dutch.
Dutch is like Rain Man with battle rap, yo.
Yeah, fuck battle rap, man. That nigga put me in a room with 50 Cent, my nigga.
Salute to Dutch, man.
On camera.
That's a good name right there, man.
That's the guy, man.
Like, I also don't think they understand, like URL's been working with us, like, as scouts for the past couple of years, like, even though we don't get the credit for everything, you know what I mean? Like, so why go with a different set of people that when you already know you can trust these people, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's a couple of new, there's a couple of people outside of our circle, like Don Nino and you know what I mean? But
even, like,
but even like Troy
don't realize the amount of loyalty.
Like the Hitmans, the Beat Magics, shit like that.
Salute to O, man.
O is an animal.
Salute to O. Like I don't know. I feel like anybody that feel that way is kind of slept on. I feel like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they ain't really met niggas, bro. Like because you can't have met a nigga and really feel like, yo, how is he a scout? Like,
yeah.
You know though, you know what too though? There's a lot of new people coming in that's coming into battle rap that don't really have no history of people that did a lot behind the scenes, that, you know, that have connections. They come in, like you said. For instance, there's some league owners that come in because they have money already. You know, they dumping all that money into their league, and they're basically trying to buy their way to find out who's this guy, who's that guy, and to know this stuff instead of just simply asking to find this information out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's they go the wrong route about this stuff for the answers and to find these things out. That's really all it is. Like, simple questions, they could get the answers for it. You know what I mean? Like
especially our group, they don't realize that we have, like, with everything we've done for so many years, that we have relationships with so many different league owners from all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, Troy always brought up, you know what I mean? Like, you've gone out to Gracie's events. You know what I mean? Like, they don't realize
mad people, bro. Like, yo, it's crazy. Like, and it's like, it's just like, if you think of the connection niggas that, like think about, like, just through the years, like, you know what I mean? Like, so a lot of dumb shit has happened in battle rap, and then you look at our core group, like, it ain't much dumb shit involved with this group of niggas. Like, you feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't like, yo, it's a video and I'm wailing out, I'm drunk, I'm acting stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm always on my game. Like, I've been like I was saying earlier, like, I've been to battle rap events till 3:30 in the morning. Like, you ain't never heard, ain't no scene of me trying to beat a nigga up outside. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I've earned everything that will ever be given to me in this shit. You feel me? Like,
right.
Like, I feel like I've helped a lot of niggas, and, you know, and never took any shine from any nigga. Like, you never seen me on the joint like, oh yeah, this nigga on, I put him on. Like, I don't do that to nobody. And it's a lot of niggas that I could point out, like, oh yeah, you know, like, he made it because of me, nigga. Like, but that's not what it's about, nigga. Like, anytime a nigga be like, yo, man, good looking out. Nah, man, just keep killing, nigga. That's all I need to see. Every time you cook a nigga, like, I feel better. Like, I feel like I did what I was supposed to do. Like,
that's another thing that's big about our team and our family, is that we're humble. You know what I'm saying? We not cocky. We not assholes to people just because, you know, we feel like we've been here longer or we did more than you, so we don't talk down and none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, a lot of people just need to simply just ask. Try to talk to people.
Like, that's a fact. Like, and I like, yo, bro, like, believe it or not, like, this crucible shit is, like, this shit is different. Like, the message is on a whole nother level. Like, so it's like,
I had a question for that too.
Usually, right? Usually, like, I try to get to all my message. Anybody at me, anything, I try to get with everything. But, like, this is a lot of shit. Like, you know what I mean? And it is so much. It's like, you know, like, it's Facebook, it's Instagram, it's Twitter. Like, and then you know, you on YouTube all day long because you trying to watch this, you trying to watch that. Like, it's a lot of shit. Like,
and then if you don't answer, they think you hating on them.
Yeah, like, and then you know what's crazy? Like, yo, listen, you know what I recently found out? Like when you're not friends with somebody and they send you a message, that shit don't pop up.
Yeah,
like that shit is in a whole nother section. I didn't know that. Nigga, like,
bro, I still can't find that section, to be honest.
I went to the whole other section that had like 30 messages. Like, what the fuck is going on? And like, yo, listen, like Facebook and Instagram does that. Like, they separate the messages from people that you're not friends with. Like, I didn't know that shit. I wasn't paying that shit on mine, and I go click to that shit. I'm like, oh shit! Like so now, you know, I'm trying to get through those. Like, like I don't want people to feel like I'm an asshole, but I dad got the job and all that. Like,
son, they'll hit you up at all times of day and night, yo. Just
that's funny, yo. Me and Deez was just talking about that. Somebody hit us up at like 7 a.m. type shit.
I wanted to ask y'all what is some of the wildest like messages you got about this Crucible shit? Like any bribes or anything came through the Crucible yet?
Nah, I ain't get no bribes or nothing, but I got somebody like she said she from overseas and some shit like that. She moving to California, like even though like we not doing no female like the females aren't in this Crucible shit, like she's like, oh yeah, you know, like I'm nice, yada yada yada. She talking about she's gonna put her video up and all that. I ain't see the video yet, but like that was just crazy to me, like that she hit me up out the blue, like, oh yeah, I'm ready to do a Crucible and blah blah. Like, word. Like, and she hit me up on Instagram. She got wild followers too. I was like, oh shit.
Oh shit. She might be
lit. Had a nigga hit me up, be like, yo, should I do a third one?
A third one? Wow,
you being greedy.
Should I do a third one? Oh,
yeah, they hit me with the game. They hit me with the game. Like, yo, you know, you scouts, you know, y'all supposed to be talking to the people that's dropping their Crucibles. Let them know, like, you know, like what you think about the track. I'm letting niggas know. Yeah, it got crazy, man. Niggas in the inbox. So what exactly did you mean? But I need like
that's why you just
gotta
say trash, bro. You chalk it all up, chalk it up, trash.
Like, what do you mean? I need stronger punches. Like, I don't know what else to say,
bro. Like dead ass. Like they don't understand. Like they don't understand what they're asking sometimes, yo. Like I had the conversation with Terra the other day, yo. Like they like, yeah, just say trash. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But then when you make me explain why you're trash. Like it's a whole like Terra gotta stop me half the time. Troy gotta stop me. Like, you know what I mean? Like what they're asking, yo. Like you don't want to know. You just want to
me feeling like clean paper, right? You know what I don't like about you, dog? It's a whole list of things.
When you ask Thesis that, it's like asking, yo, how am I gonna die in the future? That's how the pain feels when he starts to go down that list of, oh, so you do want to know? Okay, let me start here.
Bro, because we'll give them, all of us, everybody in this room will give them advice first, but they'll just keep going until you get annoyed, yo. Like, and Terra's probably the nicest one out of all of us. He'll just be like, all right, whatever, yo. And
yeah, he just leave it alone.
One of us will
just leave it alone. All right. He's delusional. Just leave that nigga alone.
Like, and there's always that moment, like, all of us have that moment. It's like, if no one answers, it's like, oh shit, here comes Thesis. Oh, all right, well, Troy's on this now. Like, I see where this is gonna go. You know what I mean? Oh, Troy just went live. Thesis just went live. Like it's going down.
Yeah, you know.
If Troy pull up talking about you fired, it's over.
Yeah, once Troy go live, it's a Reynolds.
Okay.
Troy,
yo,
let me in that corner of his building with that brick wall, smoking, yo. That's when you know it's bad, yo. He's in that little closed doorway. That's when it's real bad.
This another question I wanted to ask because I done got attacked a couple times this way by random battlers because they mad I don't like they shit. I'll say it's not good. How do y'all feel when they tell you, well, you don't rap, you ain't no battle rapper, so how you gonna tell me if I'm trash or not? How do y'all feel when people tell you that shit?
I've actually never had that before. Like I don't.
I had that shit like 4 times this year.
Told me that I don't rap. Like I don't know. I don't even know what I would say to that, man. Like me personally, I probably just feel like why you ask me? Like if you feel this type of way, like why you want to know how I feel, but you don't respect how I feel? Like what the fuck is your problem? Like
hey, look, man. Jeff Van Gundy ain't playing the NBA. He got time for all that shit, yo.
That's a fact, man. Like, listen. Hey, what was dude's name? Customato, right? That nigga ain't throw a punch in his life, nigga. Nigga, Coach Mike Tyson to be one of the greatest. Nigga.
Right. That should be what it is, man. Like, but the funniest part is that they ask you first, like, what did you think? And then they don't get the answer they want. Well, what do you know? You don't even rap. Like,
yeah, like
well,
I think
obviously you don't rap.
yeah, I was
like,
trying to just be a fan. God, you asked the question, my guy.
a lot of these
Obviously, you don't
guys
rap
don't.
either.
A lot of these guys don't look up like everybody's background either. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know Troy producers and made music at one point. You know, they don't know that shit about like Menace or whoever. But like most people don't remember that City used to rap or that.
Yeah,
Mercy
they
used to
just
rap,
be
you know what I mean?
expecting yes men though, because they come up around people that's always telling them they
And that's
nice.
the and that's
So
the
when they
worst
get
part,
around
bro.
somebody that don't know them and tell them the truth, they hate that shit.
That's the worst part, bro.
Like, bro,
I be telling niggas,
all my niggas say I'm fired. Yeah, exactly.
and
Your
I
niggas say
be
that.
telling niggas, I be like, yo, listen,
Let me know when
gotta,
some strangers say that. Then we can talk.
you gotta check with your guys, man, who you operating with, bro. Like they gotta keep it real with you. Like I was like, yo, you know, because you know sometimes people hit you up for genuine advice, like, yo, what do I gotta do to move forward? I be like, yo, listen, whoever you sparring with, like they gotta be valid with you. Like they gotta they gotta believe that they want to see you do good, because they're not gonna let you go in there with some half-ass shit. Like you can't rap a whole round and then you get to the venue and you rap the same round and the crowd ain't fucking with you. Like, so this nigga ain't hear nothing that he felt like you could have made an improvement on. He just let you walk in there with that. Like,
yeah. Also, if a nigga always hear your bars and never, ever, ever correct nothing, that nigga just yes manning, bro.
he ain't questioning nothing. He just having a mean face the whole time. Oh yeah, you cooking, bro.
Exactly, son.
Like,
exactly.
You might be fire, but something might have been off right there, man.
But some people also get to that point where you're just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna let you go out there and die, yo, because you're not gonna listen to my advice, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's true too.
There's some niggas that's just hard headed too. That's true. They ain't trying to listen.
And they got to be real with themselves, man. Like everybody got somebody that done told them, you know, what they could do to be better, bro. Like, it's up to you to take that, though. Like, you know, like if you don't want to listen to that, like, you know what I mean? Like, you could tell a nigga, like, yo, listen, you got dope bars, but you need to be more aggressive.
And that doesn't mean
and then nigga tell you, listen, I'm nice. I don't need to be aggressive. All right.
That doesn't mean 100% that you guys are right. You know what I mean? But
that's a fact.
Most of the time, you guys are right.
But like, I'm just saying, like, if you came and asked me for my opinion, though, you know what I mean? It's not like I walked up to you, yo, bro, this is what you need to do. Now you ask me. So if I'm telling you what I think, right, and you decide that you're gonna go against that, so it's like, you know, if somebody's mad aggressive, but their bars are weak, I'm gonna say, yo, bro, you need to strengthen the bars up. Like, really focus on your rounds. Like, you know, get your raps together. Like, that aggression shit only gonna get you but so far. Like, another nigga, like, nah, nigga, I'm real. That's all I think. Fuck that they're real. Like, all right, you gonna be real whack, nigga. Like, you. Like,
I be speaking that real shit. They gonna fuck with it. All right, not for 3 rounds. Not for 3 rounds. It's like you repeating yourself, bro. You gotta come up.
Not all night long, nigga. Like, like. And you ain't gonna be able to push everybody around the stage, nigga. You gonna find you another tough nigga that can actually rap, and then you gonna get embarrassed. Like,
So out of all the guys you guys have scouted, both of you, Terra and Troy, who are you most proud of that you found, and you're like, yo, he's there now, and I seen him from the beginning?
What you mean, like, not in this crucible? You mean just in life?
Yeah, it's a battle rapper. Or it could be like one of the people in media, you know what I'm saying? It could be anybody, like anybody that you've seen from like the dirt.
Now I ain't gonna lie, like I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like I seen this nigga from the dirt. Like I seen Mike P in Long Island, bro. Long Island, I think he was battling like Reaper Rel or some shit like that. And then the next time I seen him, he was getting crazy in the trap. I was like, yo, P, you gotta fuck with something. Like, I don't know what happened with the conversation after that, like, but next thing I know, that nigga was rock.
That's fire. That's fire. Might be one of my faves right now, son.
Yeah,
shout out Mike P, son. First run, lady quarantine battle. That's out when you up.
And another nigga low key is the nigga Fetty. Like I knew Fetty before he was fucking with the trap. Like we met on some other shit. Like, you know, we was somewhere working, getting money type shit. And we just got cool after that. Seen the nigga in the trap. I'm like, oh yeah, this nigga really is nice. Like,
that's fire.
Like that's where that Fetty versus Presley came from. So that nigga, yo, P, man, let these niggas battle. The niggas on that Super Bowl card.
Fire. That was You know, that was my first PG I ever got to go to. It's my first one.
Dope.
Yeah.
I think mine is a couple. It's a couple, yo. First, of course, you know, Swamp, yo. You know what I mean?
Word. Swamp.
Watching that nigga go hard with two people not knowing nobody talking to where he at now. Like, proud of that dude, man.
And that was a 1-rounder.
Yeah, it was 1-rounder. Popped off a 1-rounder. So, another one, Gunpowder Pat. I don't care what niggas are saying, yo. Pat is a star, yo.
Yep.
He puts on that boy put on the show, bro.
So I mean, he was out of his element. There's nobody in the room, no host, nothing. But they're gonna see another one on the low. Is my man Lico, yo.
Lico. Damn, I miss Lico.
Salute to
Niggas want their Lico memes. Come on, man. The whole freshman cover shit. So that's my dude right there. Working on cartoons right now, so you on the lookout for that.
I think that was a good era, yo. Like when it was Picasso, Lico, myself, like making memes all the time. You know what I mean? And
That's funny as shit.
He's killing everybody, yo. That was a good era, yo. And I think battle rap's kind of missing that right now. You know what I mean? Like Lico stopped, like I stopped making shit. Like Picasso's like doing other shit. You know what I mean? I don't think there's personality in like a lot of the people in battle rap. I think that's what
I think battle rapper entitlement kind of fucked that up too, because I thought a lot of people started feeling like y'all just had to do it for them. Like, why I ain't get a Picasso? Why I ain't get a Lico meme? Like,
battlers kind of started ruining
just don't
it, man.
give
They
it
didn't
to
let
everybody.
it be ruined, man. Gotta let shit flow on its own. Like, why can't Picasso just wake up or just happen to see your battle and say, yo, I'm gonna make this dude a fucking Picasso? Not, let me inbox Picasso and offer him money so he can make me one.
Yeah,
like, dude, you didn't earn that shit, man.
like when someone's making it out of love, it's completely different, yo. Like,
it's like that money makes it more annoying. Actually, it's like trying to pay me for some shit that I just felt like doing because this is what I feel like doing. Now you try to pay me to force me to do what you want. Nah, we're not doing that.
Nah, but you brought up a great word, Menace. A lot of people feel like entitled to shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, nah, B. Niggas don't want to put
I think that's what we deal with the most in this shit. Like, when we really try to keep it real with people and they feel like, well, I've been around for 5 years. I got 30 battles. So even if you don't think I'm that nice, I earned this right to get a PG. Like, bro, you just feel like because you've been here for a long time, you're entitled to get a shot. Like, some people just never going to get that
There's
shot.
There's niggas that play
a
full 4 years of college basketball.
And never make it.
And don't make the A, bro.
Still don't make
the A. Still end up overseas, nigga.
That's a blind way that a lot of battle rappers move now. They feel like if they've been around for a long time, that alone means like, yo, I've been around for 5 years. I just do with 2 battles, got a PG before me. Like, he's actually nice and he earned that shit. You've been doing it for 5 years.
That
and still the same
wilding.
nigga. That's a problem.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. To me, I feel like with so many battlers that's coming out, like it's the originality. It's lacking because it's just most of these dudes are just watching battle rap. They never rapped a day in their life, and that's where they get the formula from for battle rap.
And it's not like that. As soon as you see them, you're like, yo, did he remind me of this person or he rap like that person?
I think a lot.
We come from a generation that you couldn't compare a nobody to nobody.
I think a lot of people are scouting that way too. Like people are scouting like they're not looking for the next star. They're looking for the next Twerk or next Geechee.
The next Hitman, yeah.
And that's
that really be like, yo, he got the same style of this person. He gonna be the same, like the next generation version of him.
That's how I think the fans are looking at it. That think that they can scout, as opposed to like Troy and Terra and the rest of the. Well, I don't know all the Crucible scouts, but you know, I don't One thing I say, people need to put in perspective that. Think about it like this: all of the top tier niggas, right? None of them niggas are alike. If you put them niggas, if they all did a different video, they're not gonna sound alike. They're not gonna sound alike at all. They all have their own thing. Now, here's what I realize is like all these battlers that's flooding and coming through, they're picking 2 or 3 rappers to base their style off of, and then they're coming up with a style like, but dude, you just sound like a mix of those 3 rappers we just heard for the past 10 years. We not gonna be crazy over you when you come out. Like, yeah,
they probably don't expect fans and shit to notice, but we definitely gonna notice.
Yeah, Terra's about to log off. Yo, Terra, where can they find you at, man?
Oh yeah, man. You know, catch me on Twitter, Big Terra. Catch me on Instagram, Mike is Terra. Man. Catch me in the fucking building when this fucking when the world opened back up. That's what you really catch me at. Catch me in the building, man.
I hear you, bro.
All right, Terra, appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Love y'all, my niggas, man. Be good.
Right.
Sure,
bro.
You good, bro?
Good luck on that Tony.
Yo, Troy.
All right.
Yeah.
What's a battle you think? What's a battle you think everybody should watch? Like, if they're just getting it, maybe 3 battles. What's like 3 battles you recommend? Like, things change like throughout the year, so it might be a little different now. What's 3 battles that you think people should watch that are just getting into battle rap?
All right. For the fellas, of course, I suggest the classic. Lux and Cal, even though it's not on your URL YouTube no more.
It's not?
Nah, they took it down.
Nah, they took it down.
They took it down.
What?
Yeah, I definitely watched that. For the females, Official and Jazz.
Mm.
That's like one of my favorite battles of all time right there. And third, I will probably say it might be left field of y'all, but Gun Tigers versus NWX1.
Ooh, yeah, that was epic, my nigga. I ain't gonna front. That shit shut battle rap all the way up.
We was in the building for that, right? All of us, right?
Facts. That was the ignorant section.
Yeah.
The ignorant section.
The ignorant, yeah.
That shit that became a staple at all those events.
Bro, that shit was
Definitely.
insane.
The
I
ignorant.
think they got reaction
literally
every ball. They got at least a 15, 20 second reaction. And that's what happened, yo.
How you feel about that, Troy? When a battle goes, when a 15-minute battle turns into like an hour and a half because of the crowd, yo.
That means it's a good battle. It's a lot of balls being said, y'all. And quick battles is trash.
Niggas be quiet. Hurry up and get that shit.
If you look on URL and you see like a 28-minute battle, 3 rounds.
Son, when I'm editing a battle, I get the footage and I'm like, yo, between the rounds getting cut and all this shit happened, and it's only 12 minutes. I'm like, yo, this wasn't a great battle, yo. And you know it's a 3-rounder.
12-minute 3-round.
12-minute 3-round battle.
What's
the forfeited 3 of those rounds for sure in that shit.
Who's a battle? I mean, you don't got to answer, but who's a battle rapper that you see people? They're like, yo, this guy's nice, but you're like, really? Like you ain't sold, yo. You ain't sold on that guy. Everybody know who the guy I hate that everybody loves is, yo.
Oh yeah, I know.
We all answering this, or this just for Troy?
Yeah, I can answer. It don't matter.
Oh, all right. I'm definitely answering this.
Somebody that I think is overrated, basically. Man. Give me a couple seconds. I'll come.
Go ahead, please. You ready?
Bad news, bro. Son, bad news is awful to me, son. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He's awful. Like, not good.
What makes him awful to you?
Everything. Bro, he lacks charisma. His personality sucks. He might as well just be a boxer or some shit, bro. Just go fight niggas. Like, just go fight niggas, bro. Like, I think some niggas is just too real for battle rap, my nigga. I don't like their reactions when the other person is, you know, when Terra said, it's the composure. When Terra said, like, when a nigga rap and then the other person is kicking their ass, if they could really stand there and hold that composure, he's one of those people that just, yeah, man. I just don't like that shit. Man. I can name one more if y'all want.
Go ahead, yo.
I gotta think. I didn't think more.
Big K, my nigga. Now, it's not that he's
I agree
bad.
with that now. It's
not that he's bad, though. It's not that he can't rap, though. It's the fucking cockiness, son, and the arrogance. Yeah. Like, that shit just, I don't know. I don't fuck with that shit. I just don't fuck with that shit. You said what?
The kid be saying some shit sometimes, yo.
He do.
He be saying some shit.
He do.
I agree
but
with
then there's
his
times where
reasons,
he's saying absolutely nothing fire and he still wants that same credit. And it's like, no. That's just me. That's all I got.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
think-
Don
I
Marino or
usually think
Stumbles.
people-
Tom Marino and Stumbles.
I thought you were gonna say Stumbles.
Nah, Don Marino, just because like I think he puts too much into everybody else's opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I told you guys, everybody knows how I feel about like the Spanish guys that rap, yo. Like anybody outside of that's not black, yo. Like you just gotta rap, yo. You can't expect people to accept you. They're gonna accept you for you. They're not gonna accept you because you're Spanish or because you know what I mean. You just gotta be yourself. That's how people are gonna.
Yo, I got one, yo.
I know this was well thought of too.
Yeah.
Reed Dollars.
Oh,
Bro.
nigga said he won versus Surf.
Bro.
2-1. He won 2-1. I was there.
Sue went off that fucking Chinese food shit to me. It was like,
Where was the Reed Dollars battle at?
come on.
That was out here in Florida when he battled Surf. In the
Yeah.
finals.
Come on. I can't. Nigga say he,
But you know it's bad when everybody was just happy he did better than that he ever did before. So they was like, yeah, he won.
I ain't saying Reed trash, but niggas bugging like what?
Nah, he really got like a cult following, especially Philly niggas.
Facts.
Like Philly niggas, he never lost. Like when they watch his battle versus Surf, they're like, yeah, y'all just don't catch what he's saying. Like, no, bro.
You think
catch all
it
that
has to
shit.
do with age though? Because like if you know, maybe it's just me that's noticed. Like all the Philly fans seem to be old on the older side. I haven't seen a young Philly fan in a while. You know? I haven't
young
seen
niggas
like
be
a
old anyway.
22-year-old battle rap Philly fan. Yo.
All the Philly fans is the same niggas that was in the building for Reed Dollars' first battle versus that Trigger dude when he had the family vans, the whole spray your whole family van, that whole shit. They the same niggas that was watching that battle.
I can't even watch Rambo no more because of Reed Dollars. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Do you think that Rambo is living off of like the past at this point?
Absolutely. It's a lot of niggas living off of fumes, my nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's half and half now. You got half the people that don't care nothing about the past, and then you got people that only care about the past.
But I'm saying there's people that still can prove that still show and prove that even with their past battles, they're still kind of that same person. Like Lux been battling since like the 70s, yo, you know what I mean? Like, but he can still go out there and entertain people and rap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's huge. And at the time when they first was doing what they was doing, I think people like Lux was already ahead of his time. Like a lot of people around Lux's generation wasn't rapping how Lux was rapping. That's why he could still do it today and it's still transition. But some of them it don't work like that. Like some of them get boring over. Like I feel like that about Averb. There goes one that I get pissed off about. Everybody always hyping, and I feel like he trash. Because Averb has gotten worse over the years, and he somehow feel like he became a god. Like,
but I still don't think Averb has gotten to
from
that level that like he's trash. Like he might not be as good as he was.
He be saying a lot of weird
good,
shit
you know
and a lot of nothing, and then he be expecting, oh y'all just not on that level of woke that y'all don't be getting what I be saying. Like it got something to do with what you eat. Like
I still think he could rap.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Like I still think he could rap like relatively good now, as opposed to like Reed Dollars. It still sounds like it's 2004.
Yeah, but now he gonna talk to you about the Himalayan mountains and the Mayan tribes and all that other shit. Like I don't want to hear about that shit right now, bro.
His skin glowing because of special water and shit. Like
yeah, right.
So you
like,
think,
nigga, you live in St. Louis. Ain't nothing special about that water. The fuck? You take regular showers like everybody else.
y'all think like battle rap?
Dirty.
Y'all think battle rap, especially, you kind of get that child star syndrome where you're always supposed to be that person that you were when you entered the shit? Like I think Jazz has that problem, you know what I mean? Like people are always gonna see Jazz as like that young 18, 19-year-old Jazz where she can't grow out and be something else, you know what I mean? And
that's true.
Gary Coleman a battle rap?
Basically.
Nah, like there's people that you
what he's saying,
like. Urkel is always Urkel, you know what I mean? Like
our image never matured.
Where we
I
going?
got a perfect example for you. Little Bow Wow and Lil Romeo. Like they never gonna not be Lil Bow Wow and Lil Romeo. Right? You feel me?
Like people don't let Jazz be great, you know what I mean? Because they're always gonna look at her as like that young Jazz, you know what I mean?
Yeah, young virgin Jazz.
Yeah.
So what other battle? I think you did. Was that 3?
Yeah, he named 3, I think.
Yeah, the 2-on-2. Jazz
Oh yeah, the
Official.
2-on-2, the girls and
Lux and
What
Cal.
was the
and Lux and
Lux
Cali.
and Cal.
What do you think is that? What do you think a lot of the battle rappers now are missing? Like as far as attributes.
Star charisma, yo. I don't know what it is, B, but niggas is lacking star charisma, yo.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, go back to what Sleeze says, like them getting their brands from everybody else.
You don't want to do no camera work because they feel they too good. They above that, like my niggas.
Mm-hmm.
But we just went through that when we was doing the little Crucible call when you asked dude to rap and he was like, oh nah, like I don't feel like rapping right now. Like
y'all all know me versus High Double.
No,
nigga, we don't watch High Double.
We don't even know him.
I haven't watched a High Double battle ever. Like,
he said it like he
fuck
was
you
battling the
talking
top
about?
tier. That's exactly to that point of Troy just said. He said that shit like he was battling a top tier nigga. He's like, nah, I ain't got to rap for you. I ain't got to rap for you. I'm battling High Double.
My nigga, he said High Double. Like, bro, you know nobody watches High Double, right? At least not over here. That nigga is not on my list of
Crucible, my nigga.
What region do you think is like on top right now, yo? Like I think Kel's really. I think the DMV is doing really good, and I think that's a lot of it has to do with Kel's, yo.
I think it's I think it's a combo between DMV and the South. It's a combo when you think about it.
Like the Carolinas, Florida, Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Virginia and Maryland is still, and Virginia, Maryland still is from DMV. They, you know what I'm saying? They got their few that's still going in too. So I think it's between the DMV and the South.
Why you think New York is kind of like out of it right now?
Same way they out of it because of industry music. Niggas became followers.
Followers and oversaturation.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know when I said this, but I said it a while ago. Like I haven't really felt like there's new talent that we found in like 2 or 3 years now, yo. Like whatever Bubba's class was, like in New York, that's the last time. And like that Bubba was after Trey and CNC and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, you gotta remember too. Before Troy brought it back, y'all really wasn't getting PG's events like that in New York.
We kind of had to.
Everybody was just like molding this talent and then sending them somewhere else.
Yeah, we had to build back up the strength of the talent pool in New York, though.
Yeah,
but
it felt like we were getting the same copies over and over again. So it's like now we got to find a new. I think by the time Troy did get to do it, it was the perfect time, in my opinion.
Yeah, because it wasn't everybody sounding exactly like that. Was like the most diverse little group they had.
You could pick at least 8 people off of those 2 New York PG cars that don't sound like nobody else.
But those people were also like at least 3 years like into their careers that we've been like, yo, that's the next guy from New York. You know what I mean? None of them was
that's true.
You know,
that's true.
There wasn't anybody like that. We were like, oh, that guy's really nice all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean, like a fresh talent type. Yeah.
If I'm trying to think about like anybody from 2019 who really came up in New York for 2019 out of up and coming.
Like honestly, like Swag or whenever Swag and Bubba came in, that's around the last time I was like, yo, these guys are like decent.
Yeah, it's been a little while, man. New York, I feel like it's just like I said, like a lot of oversaturation. You know what I mean? We all know the 3 leagues that really have the highest status in New York, but then you have 6 other little ass leagues. No shade to them, but it's 6 other ones plus 3 major ones that's getting a bunch of looks. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna see too many battlers. All these niggas want to be like another battler. It's very hard to just find who's gonna be that next guy.
Like I think it's missing. Like I mean, I would book them, and I do book events like this, but I think there's like that. Like I'm different because I book like really like nobody knows type people events, and then I book like a big event. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, there's no like bottom like tier like league no more. Like where people just start off at, you know what I mean? Because it's tough starting at the Coliseum, like unless you're doing the Ludus, you know what I mean? It's tough starting at We Go Hard. and being in the middle of great battles, and then you got some bullshit that like it's not that they're bad, it's just that they haven't really had experience in the ring.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot tougher for sure, man. It's just tough, period.
Troy, what's the worst battle you ever
honestly,
seen?
I feel like that's why it also takes so long, because you get so many that comes in. They come in and you see the potential of them becoming something else, but now you got to kind of sway them in that direction. Like, look, stop doing too much of that because you're reminding people of this person. You need to, find your own sound. And it takes them a few battles before that clicks. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know what?
Like you said, there was like people that we were pushing for like, yeah, I think they ready, but they still had to find that one more thing, like, you know what I'm saying, to separate them a little bit.
Like, I think like Arson Ave is a good example of that. Like, he has really good potential, but he doesn't seem interested in it as much as like other people. You know what I mean?
I feel like his confidence got shot really early, and I'm not gonna say it's anyone's fault because
I will after that kid death battle was over.
No, that is the battle I was gonna talk about. That's the one that shot his confidence. People felt like, we lied to him and all of that. I'm going to keep it completely honest. I watched Kid Def before I booked him. He wasn't amazing like that yet. He was good, yes. I didn't see him as, he's going to fucking go in there and destroy Arson Ave. I didn't think that at all.
Yeah, he was one of those like leftover spitters guys. Yo.
Yeah, and then he came in there, and I guess, everybody has their day. They love son. He had a fucking amazing showing. You know what I'm saying? He came in there and just had an amazing showing. But Arson was still pretty new. And for him to stand in front of that much, it was a lot. that was a crazy showing.
What was that, like his second, third battle?
That was only his second battle, bro. Like, second battle. So I think that really hurt his confidence towards this shit. And that's where it fucked up his whole, his movement in the battle rap shit. I mean, I tell him all the time, I think he should keep going with this shit, but
yeah, like I
think you only time niggas bust so much.
Yeah.
So Troy, what's the worst battle you ever saw, yo?
Bushwhackers.
Oh man, I mean, Bushwhacker, of course, but it's a pony's definitely up there. Come on, man. Pony's definitely up there, yo.
You said who?
It's a pony.
New England Invitational battle, yo. I forgot what his name is. Traps? Is that his name? Joe Traps?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's a pony. Sorry, I don't like pachenche. I always say that in my head like at least 3 times a day. Like, what is the
What battle you thought that you booked and you were like, yo, this battle's gonna be fire, and then it went down and it was trash, yo?
Fuck.
Like, yo, me and Troy, like, I've only said no, completely no, like, nah, it's not gonna happen once in my whole life in battle career, and that was to Troy, yo, and that was to Moolah 3 times, yo. We had a fucking conversation for like. It had to be like a month, yo. I was like, nah. And Troy really fought for so like, Troy be fighting for people, yo. And he had a good battle, so I had to take that.
Shit, a battle we booked and it just turned out to be Cool and Easy. Was that kid Easy? Proven, what's his name? The kid that battled.
Oh, Ease.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ease, right?
That wasn't good.
Yeah, that didn't live up to that one.
Yeah, mine was Human, yo. So
I'm trying to think of one too. Like,
Human versus, I think it was Rambo. Remember, I was talking of Human. I was like, yo, Human's amazing. And that was it, man.
That was it.
That was the end of the story.
Went downhill from there.
I don't think there's one that I was like going so hard about and it was trash. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I never booked a trash battle, but not one that I was like pumping like, yo, this is gonna be it, and then it was just trash. I don't think I got one.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is something people? What's like a
the fucking what was that Brazzy battle where everybody left?
Oh, that was
Like
the
our first.
was that the rehab card or something like that?
Yeah.
Brazzy versus Swift Millie.
Yeah, nah, that wasn't the rehab card. That was LSD.
Yeah.
LSD.
That was my second. That was my second event, yo.
I knew it was something with drugs.
They're like, yo, come on. It's like, yo, come on. You just gonna leave us?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that wasn't the one right there.
You know, man.
I stayed outside because I seen everybody coming out. I didn't even know a battle was going on inside.
Son, I went outside.
And then everybody
Dad can't tell you who held the camera for that battle.
That's fucked up. I didn't even know about Brazzy or Swift Millie. That was still my beginning stages. wasn't familiar with them.
I think I think Swift was from the trap, not the trap. He was from Battle City at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them was at the time.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah, because Brazzy was still in that group with Lucci.
Mm-hmm. The Brooklyn way.
Yeah.
Man, son, that shit just made me think about Brazzy and Sheffy battle with Lucci. Wow.
Yo, I still think Brazzy and Lucci's a hidden gem that niggas need to book.
Facts, yo.
You said what?
Lucci versus Brazzy needs to be booked.
Bro, niggas tried to do that shit. Brazzy did not want to do that battle.
Multiple times, yo.
He did not want to do that shit. He like, bro, I'm not doing that battle.
Yo, all right, so let's say, name I know Troy will answer, but SLEEZE will probably answer too, yo. What's some battle rappers that you're like, yo, just take the fucking advice and you'll be better, yo? Like,
jeez.
Like Arson. Like I said, that he not even up there yet, but he's just so fucking hard-headed. It's like, bro, you just started battling. This is the time you take advice. This is right now, bro. Like, take the advice.
Well, the dude I told take advice, he kind of finally took the advice. And that was Dizzy Spade.
Oh,
go in the media.
You told him stop rapping. That was your advice, yo.
Wrap it up. My media, my nigga, and he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
He is definitely doing a good job. I think who was it? MR? I think I said it too in like one of our chats. I think it was the SLEEZE or one of y'all. It's like, yo, he need MR on that shit because both of them are knowledgeable at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
MR became his, I don't know, MR kind of his own entity when he comes to battling too. Because people, when you go to watch MR battle, you know what he about to do. He about to
mad rape.
Rape your mom. He's gonna rape your cousins and shit, and all kinds of shit. Then he's just gonna say the most grimy shit he can think of to violate you, your family, the personals. If he don't let him get some personals, it's coming out. They're gonna find out about it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. MR he got 2 OD body bags that haven't came out. Anti-national, he super body anti-national, and he body Brazzy, and neither one came out. I think the Brazzy and MR one is gonna come out though.
The footage?
The footage, yeah, that one's gonna come out. Just not I don't think the him and Anti is gonna drop though. But I think him and Brazzy might be dropping. Sure, but he caught a body in that battle. Like, it was crazy. Everybody talked about it the whole night.
Any of y'all, yo, how y'all feel about battles that everybody knows, unless someone fights or whatever, I'm not gonna drop the battle, but I'll drop everything, yo. Like, even if it takes a long time, but I might delay it, but I'll drop it. Like, how you guys feel about battles that don't drop? Do you think that they just shouldn't drop, or there's a reason for it?
I feel like I said this the other day. I feel like if it's something like if the battle is like add to the point where it literally helps no one in either party or the brand, like the platform that it's on, and it shouldn't be no issue with voting that shit, man.
Yeah, like if dropping the footage is actually gonna ruin your brand, then you might as well not drop
it's
that.
pointless.
Leave it where it's at.
I mean, if it's a one-sided battle, that's different because the other person did good. He might want to, he have his battle to.
And the point I actually sometimes I can understand is when they be like, well, I want to watch the footage so I can see where I fucked up, so I know what to fix.
Right.
So in that point I can understand, but at the same time, as a battle, I feel like you should just ask for your footage just so you can watch it and see what you can fix. But if it's a bad battle, you shouldn't want it out anyway. Like,
Right.
if you really give a fuck about your brand, you wouldn't want that battle out. You're just gonna want to see it to improve, but you don't want it out.
Yo, what's
My thing is, niggas be fucking battling for 5 years and still using that same excuse to try to get their footage. Like, I just want to see what I did wrong.
yeah, that's
did
true.
wrong the other 10, 15 battles before this. Nigga, like, not giving you the footage.
Yo, what do you think? I know everybody got one. What's the behind the Troy answer first? Yo, what's the behind the scenes moment that's like funny that you don't think anybody else saw, and like you literally had to be there to like understand how funny that moment was, yo.
Oh, man.
Like, there's mad funny moments that I've been like there for, no one saw, yo. It's like you only saw it.
Holy shit.
Like,
I already know my funniest one.
Nah, you go first. I gotta think. That's wild moment, yo.
I'm trying. What volume was it that Big K battled out here?
Was that volume 2? Was that volume 1 or 2?
I don't remember. All I remember is like the night of the battle, like he was talking. You know how he always talk tough, everybody's pussy, all this other shit. We was outside, all the battle rappers and everybody else that was still left. It was like 2, 3 in the morning, and we sitting outside from the hotel, and this nigga sneaking out the side door and got in the Uber to go wait at the airport, and his flight wasn't until 6:30 in the morning. It was only 2 in the morning.
What the
He thought that nobody was gonna see him like dipping. The whole point was he didn't want to be at the airport at the same time as everybody else.
What?
So he tried to dip out so nobody would catch him. But when he came out the side door, we was all out there smoking. So he walked out into the middle of the crowd. And the nigga was with his hoodie on and everything. And the nigga was like, yo, hold on, that's Big K? And he was like, all right, fellas, and got in the car and left. All I remember is seeing his hand out. He was like, all right, fellas. And he just got in the car and dipped. All of us were standing there.
I think I got a
like,
funny moment that nobody
really
saw. That was funny to me, yo. Nigga, A-Verb battle Gems. Like, the nigga had a hole in the coat. It was back in his coat. And like every time he moved, like fellas are like,
Cool. Who had the hole in their coat?
yo, I remember just standing there like, yo, Bird.
Feathers just stopped flying out.
Please just stop moving. Like, fellas keep coming up. I just want him to stop. One time we set the Gramercy on fire.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Yeah, when DNA battled Briz Rawson, the fire alarm went off.
Oh
shit.
Yeah.
That was a birth of the smoking section, yo. We did that. Sorry, Smack.
Fire.
Facts.
Definitely. Set the fire alarms off, and the Gramercy had to clear the place out because of us.
Oh my God. I had one that was pretty funny. This one is from my home league, right? It was the night, I don't know if niggas know about when Pep battled Elo. And they bet money. Yeah. My nigga, when niggas left, we went to the Popeyes, right? So Elo comes in. Do y'all know what was his name? Yo, this nigga was so funny, son. I haven't seen him since when I first came. I think it was Don Dollar or something like that. Don Dollar. He was a funny nigga, son. We in there eating chicken and shit, and we talking about the shit like, yo, he really lost and gave this nigga the 300, and we just talking about it, and this nigga walks in with Black, Vic, T.H.E.S.I, so we all deep in there or whatever, and he starts to buy all this chicken and shit. This nigga Don goes, he's like, you sure you got it? Just had to get that $300. And he talking about your dad. You shouldn't be here eating no chicken, my nigga. I was like, yo, it was the most inappropriate. Like, it just was not called for, my nigga. And he just attacked him with it. Like come on, son.
That was my first Coliseum event, yo.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. That shit was dark.
Son,
I never seen no shit like that. That was my first time witnessing some oh my God shit in the building.
Bro, like imagine, like for the most part, everybody knows I grew up with Elo, you know what I mean? Like we went to the same high school and everything. So me going there, me going, like me and Elo battled back in high school. Like there's a whole story behind that, yo. So for me going to the first event and that happened in the Elo, I was like, fuck, yo. Like Jesus, this is what I walked into. Like my guy I grew up with, yo.
Damn, man, that was technically I think that was the end of his career.
Yeah, that was his last battle, I believe.
He actually battled Vic after that, but that whole shit was like that whole card. That was the card we dumped. That whole shit where I put together like random fucking people that was asking for battles. I tried to record this shit on my own and all of that. So now we threw that whole shit away. threw that shit right in the trash. We erased that whole event. I don't even remember the name. Honestly, Vic and Elo I think they was the only battle that was good. The rest was just like whatever. I don't even remember what was on that. We quickly said we ain't fucking with that.
So does Black have the most battles in the vault out of all league owners?
He might, son, because there's some shit he will not. He refuses. I'm not dropping that.
Yo,
he keeps it a buck though. So I refuse.
I'm not
to drop
dropping
that.
it, yo.
It's not happening.
Black sleeps like this. You go. I'm dropping it. Play 2K. That's how I picture Black waking up in the morning.
Oh shit!
Nigga said not dropping it. About to play 2K.
It's not dropping. About to play 2K. Get online. He's still gonna talk to you too.
Right here, you
gonna
going
treat
online
you like
now.
he ain't voting your battle. I'm not dropping that, my bro. Get online.
I'm talking
though.
real life now. I'm not talking battle rap no more. Real life. You about to get on the game?
Like
now?
you gotta give credit to Black though, because like as many battles as he vaults, yo, people still fuck with him. You know what I mean? So they have enough respect to like know that he's doing it like out of like
he's doing it for their own good.
best interest.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. He probably saved a couple careers
Mhm.
without those shits dropping. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you. And niggas was arguing for that footage. And when I tell you, you know how you watch shit over, and it's like, yo, they have no idea how bad this is. When you watch it over at home, like he has no idea. This is so awful. If we put this out, your career's on the line here, buddy. Like. And I'm gonna tell you, Black has the most saves as well as votes. Some saves in there, man.
Bro, definitely, because like got me like that's the difference. Like originally, I wanted to be a league owner. Black was one of the first people I talked about it with, and like like after my second event, I was like, nah, fuck this, yo. And then I had to rework everything and come up with something different. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I can't do that league owner shit, yo. Like. Because you gotta be responsible for other people, and then the timing of everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's just a lot of shit that goes into that.
Shit ain't easy, bro. That shit. I ain't gonna front. When I came into this shit, I thought it was all. I'm like, yeah, this shit is nothing, man. I'm just go up there, I'm gonna host this shit. I'm gonna smoke some weed. When this nigga Black started really making me like do work, I was like, oh, I really have to do shit. Like I thought I was smacked. I thought I was smacked.
Son, yo, I just thought of a funny moment,
stage,
yo.
Man.
I just thought of a funny moment, yo, that not a lot of people realize, but Troy and me did, yo. So we was watching these like Tampa PGs, right? I think it was one of the Florida PGs. And and I don't know what happened, but son palmed fucking whole fucking dome, yo.
I couldn't do nothing.
He did the whole Casablanca, look at me, bitch.
I was there holding the phone to record this shit for the live on Facebook. I couldn't move. And you know how you notice this shit until you see it back in the footage? So it's even more fucked up then.
No, like when he caressed the back of your head, you didn't move out the way.
No, I'm out.
This nigga said caress the back of my head. Yeah, he did. He pulled him like a basketball. He didn't caress. He just.
All right. So we out here. Yo, show's over.
Yo, great. Close it out.
Somebody said a haymaker, and he was just like.
What ended to the show?
I was sitting there with the phone like this. So I didn't even want to move because I'm hoping to recording a live on Facebook.
I didn't even want to move.
I gotta go.
Nah, this is too important.
For the culture.
Salute. T.H.E.S.I.S. I'm out of here.
Yo, Troy, where can they find you, bro? Troy, where can they find you, man?
I ain't going for a SLEEZE laugh right now. Makes me feel so much worse about that shit.
Nigga twisted your cap.
Yo, I hate y'all, man. Y'all have a good night. Full report, we back.
Yo, Troy, where can they find you, man?
Troy Mon on Facebook. At Troy Mon on Instagram.
Troy
I
Mon
don't really
Beats.
be on Twitter, but you can follow me there at Troy Mon Beats.
Shit, and that's it. We out, man.
Later, y'all.
Appreciate y'all. Major Keys, High Society shit.
Yes, sir.
Peace. War Report shit.